Five, four, three, two, one.
Weeks leading up to the Chernobyl disaster, everyone at the plant were seeing a creature, the black bird of Chernobyl, a humanoid creature, 20-foot wingspan, glowing red eyes. And what does that sound like to you?
The Mothman, right?
The Mothman. When the power plant melted down, the people in the power plant couldn't handle what was going on. So the immediate response was to call in the military and have the military help. Now, the military came in helicopters trying to see what's going on. And while these people in helicopters were coming in, they were seeing something fly through the clouds. This thing had like a great wingspan, and it was haunting. Report.
Whoa. This is a cool office.
Hi, we're the Illuminati.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. So we heard about your big special.
But before you can do a special on a major cable network, we're gonna need you to sign some things.
Okay, sounds good.
We're also gonna need you to swear a oath to us and our cause. And if you violate this oath, we're gonna murder you and everyone that you love.
Got it. Great.
You'll also need to pledge your soul to Baphomet. He's this god that we all worship.
Do you think what is being said sounds credible or just a bunch of lies made for entertainment? Put your idea in the comments below if this skit sounds credible or not. TikTok. This is for entertainment purposes only.
He looks pretty cool. He's like a crazy goat man kind of thing.
Now, we will need you to include some of our messaging in your program. We just want you to have some, self-destructive themes. Like we use a lot of hip-hop artists to glorify violence and drugs, pop stars to push materialism.
We'll also need to film you in a lewd act with a minor to use as blackmail if you ever think of telling anyone about anything that happened here today.
Now,
We're gonna need a suit in your own handwriting, just in case things get crazy.
I actually might have an old one on me. I'm sort of a pack rat.
I think we're good. Trevor, do you have any questions for us?
Are aliens real?
Aliens are real.
What are they like?
Some are very cool, some are kind of shitty. We're pretty tight with the shitty ones.
Mountains might not be mountains.
Why so few, you say? There are not a few of these giant trees. The remnants are everywhere. Our eyes only allow us to see small glimpses of what was. But the more your eyes open, the more you realize that these ancient trees were everywhere. You see, we have been told to dismiss what our eyes have told us for so long. Erasing all truths of the old world is a vast and extensive lie that branches off into all facets of our life. The lies are numerous, and the reason for it is quite simple. Those unaware of their true past, of their true capabilities and origins, are all that much more easier to control. It's not just about giant trees. Though the giant trees for me and many others were a big eye-opener to the true beauty of this world, to what's worth uncovering, and how much of it is hidden in plain sight for us to find. They want us thinking we're just hurtling around on a spinning rock in vast sea of nothingness, and we're just lumps of cells that don't matter, and all that around us is just rock. But trust me, friends, once you start opening your eyes to the true beauty of this realm, it truly inspires you and uplifts your spirits in ways you can never imagine. Question everything, friends. Until next time.
Delaware County 911, what's the address of your emergency? Hello?
I'm on the road. I'm out of breath.
Okay. What's going on, sir?
My wife, she's not responsive. I don't know if she's sick. I don't know. She was halfway out the door. I sent my son over to check on her. He yelled at me, and she looks gone.
Okay. We'll get an ambulance for in just a second.
I'm headed there. I just grabbed her and threw her in the truck. My son told me.
Okay, you're headed to the hospital, and she's in your vehicle?
Yes, and there's no pulse.
There's no pulse. Can you pull over?
I can.
Okay, how about you pull over?
Can I do anything? She's just nothing.
Okay, what is your name, sir?
Todd, you feel anything? Amy.
Okay, sir, what happened that she's not conscious or breathing?
She fell on a fork. I had put a goddamn fork on her. It was an old fork sitting in somewhere, and then she was halfway out of the barn. Like, she was calling to get out, and then Tristan yelled, and I ran over there, and she's laying there. She is not responding.
Okay.
Come on.
Sir, do you feel comfortable doing CPR?
I can try. I'll try anything.
Is she flat on the, are you able to get her flat across maybe the seat?
Yep. 1, 2.
Go on.
Come on, respond. She's cold. Come on.
Amy and Todd, once madly in love, faced a strained relationship. With 3 children, Todd managed their farm, while Amy worked in a hospital. When Todd discovered Amy's affair in 2013, tensions peaked. They tried reconciliation, with Amy frequently updating Todd about her whereabouts, signaling a controlling dynamic. By 2018, whispers of another affair reached Todd, heightening tensions. Concerned for her safety and longing for independence, Amy started planning an exit, discreetly stashing belongings. One tragic day, Amy was found critically injured in their barn, an unsettling scene involving a corn rake. While Todd's narrative raised eyebrows, an autopsy deepened the mystery. Digital traces on their devices indicated sinister searches about punishing infidelity. The dots connected against Todd in court, leading to his conviction. A tale of love, betrayal, and tragedy. What's your perspective? Share in the comments below.
Plane appearing to hang in midair over San Francisco. Your eyes, they're not playing tricks on you. It's actually an optical illusion called the parallax effect.
But it's like barely moving. What the fuck? It's not moving at all.
Plane
In honor of spooky season, here's some morbid facts about some classic horror movies. After filming Psycho, actress Janet Leigh was so terrified of showers that she only took baths for 35 straight years. On the extremely rare occasion that she did take a shower, she made sure that every door in the house was locked and left the shower curtain open. Real skeletons were used in the filming of Poltergeist because it was cheaper than making prop ones. The actress wasn't told they were real until after the shooting was finished. One of the actors in the original Exorcist went on to become an actual serial killer. Paul Bateson, who plays a nurse in the film, eventually confessed to the killing and dismembering of 6 gay men throughout the 1970s. He was released from prison in 2004, and his current whereabouts are unknown. Real bees were used during the filming of the 90s horror trilogy, Candyman. Over the course of the 3 movies, actor Tony Todd was stung 23 times and was paid $1,000 per sting. The gory horror film Cannibal Holocaust was so realistic that the director was charged with murder. Cast and crew members had to appear before an Italian court to prove that the film's special effects were not actual depictions of torture.
next week, maybe next month, it's going to happen. Oh, disclosure is going to take place. Oh, can't wait, you know. They expect the president to get up in front of an audience at a press conference and say, hey guys, have I got news for you? And the president's going to stand there, you know, under cameras, and everybody's waiting with the little pads and writing down. And he's going to tell the big story. Hey guys, it ain't going to happen. Believe me, it ain't going to happen because the story is too damn big. It is not merely that we're being visited from other planets. It isn't merely that we're being visited from guys from other star systems. Nor is it just the fact that people are dropping in from other galaxies. That's a given, and that's true, and you know, all of the above. When I retired in '76, the Army at the time had just learned that, my God, we're being visited by guys who are popping through portals from other dimensions. Now, if you think that didn't blow their minds, and this was in '76, and that's when I retired from the Army. But that's not the story. They're not visitors. They've been here from the very beginning.
Are you human? My body is.
So I hate the word alien. Many of them have been on this planet before we were here. So the term alien doesn't apply. They've been here from the very beginning. And they're here in mass. There are facilities on this planet where they are all over the damn place. I mean, under Mount Hayes in Alaska, there's a major extraterrestrial facility. Under El Yunque Mountain in Puerto Rico, there's a major extraterrestrial facility. There's one in a mountain in the Pyrenees, its name passes me for a moment here, where there's a major extraterrestrial facility, and there's another facility underground in Australia near a place called Pine Gap. Pine Gap happens to be probably the largest national security facility that we have on the planet. And isn't that a coincidence that right next to Pine Gap, underground, is an alien activity facility? I mean, these guys are all over the damn place. Now, I will tell you, and I'll tell you honestly and bluntly, I have never attended a conference in 20 years. And I've spoken all over the United States. I've spoken all over the planet. Well, I haven't spoken in the Soviet Union, Russia, or China. But then they're everywhere else. I have never been in an audience like this where there wasn't at least one or two extraterrestrial intelligence sitting in the audience. And guys, I will tell you that I've had the opportunity where they've come up and introduced themselves to me after I've made a presentation. Now, if you think that isn't a jarring experience, but you may look around, but, you know, I've had wives looking at their husbands, you know, like, always wondered about this SOB, you know. Ingo Swann gave me some advice on it. Joe McMoneagle, another friend who gave me some advice on it. You develop the abilities to recognize them, to sense them. And when they look at you in the face and they look into your eyes, then you know. I spoke at a conference 2 years ago in Laughlin. And after I had finished, I was wandering around with a cup of coffee in my hand, and this good-looking gentleman and a lady came over to me, shook my hand, and said, you know, we appreciate your presentation, and we wanted to thank you for what you had to say, and blah, blah, blah. And we're standing there being friendly and chatting for a few minutes. And I had this gut thing that Ingo was talking about. And I couldn't, you know, it wasn't indigestion or anything. I've learned, I've developed this sense. I think that's why I've been kept alive. I looked at him and I said, you're not from here, are you? And then I felt a little embarrassed and I said, you know, I mean not from New York or Miami, you know, San Francisco. You guys are not from here, are you? And she chuckled. And I looked at her and she looked at me and she says, no, we're not from here. And I says, would you mind telling me where you're from? And she says, if I were to tell you where we're from, you wouldn't understand. And I didn't take it badly. I mean, I didn't take it as an insult. I really kind of understood what she meant. And that's when I began to conclude that she and he were probably from another dimension. And they do come. They come through portals. They can create a portal just like that. And they come through from other dimensions. And they were a delightful couple. If you looked at them, they did like a husband and wife, you know? He was about my height, and she was a little shorter. And she was fair, blonde hair, blue eyes. He had brown hair and green eyes. You could sit in a restaurant or in an airplane, and you would never know. That's why I tell you, in this audience, there is at least one or two here. And I will tell you something else. They're not interested in what the speakers have to say. They're interested in how the audience responds to what the speakers have to say. They're monitoring us so closely. They're watching us so closely because they are family and they have a concern about the fact that we are undergoing a transition.
Okay, Owen. Owen. Run.
There's this TikToker that went missing after he posted about seeing a giant in the wild. Not only did he go missing, he is legally presumed dead. He posted this at first.
It's a person, dude. No, seriously, pull over. It's a person standing there.
No, it's not.
Dude, if you seen what I've seen right now.
And at first it's like, okay, what is that? It looks like it could be a person. But if you're that far, that's giant. Yeah. It's giant. That's not just a person. That's a tall person, right? Yeah. Now check this out. So he sees it. The next day he goes to explore. He goes to the same mountain. It's gone. It's not there, right? He actually talked to some locals, and the locals, they pretty much said, yeah, it comes and goes. It's real. Now check this out. When he went the next time, he went during night, and there's a car that stopped him. And what he says is there's this CIA guy that like said, sorry, you can't pass through here. Look.
The guy's here again. Yeah,
this is where it gets crazy, right? So he goes another day. Now this is during daylight. And what does he see? Oh.
seen that? You seen that come out of the clouds? Man, what was that? Hold on, Jack. I gotta rewind that.
What happened to Halloween, man? I swear, growing up, that was by far my favorite holiday. I remember my mom would always get these cheap carving kits, and every year I would get so excited. Costumes with the boys were getting wild. I would look forward to it. Out late, super late, even past dark. No parents around, and nobody was scared. Nobody cared. You just did it. We would bring pillowcases just like everyone else. I'm sure that's not new, and you just fill them as much as you could. I used to run door to door as fast as possible, and we'd do like a speed run and see how fast we could fill up a pillowcase, all with candy that looked like this shit. And now I see kids and they don't really care. Even my own kids, they get excited about the costumes, but I talk to kids all the time. They'll tell me that they just don't care or they're not gonna go trick-or-treating. Blows my mind, like what could be better than that? Well, maybe I'm just considered an old man now, an old millennial. Even looking at pictures like this, it makes me just want to go back to those times. Maybe it's only in the neighborhood I'm living in, but I swear Halloween ain't what it used to be. And I feel bad for the kids that are growing up today, because I don't know if they'll ever experience a Halloween like it used to be for us growing up.
Please help me. Huh? Please help me.
What? What's wrong with you? What?
It took my daughter.
Parker?
Please help me.
Parker!
Let's play a game, okay? What would you do? What would you do if you spotted this creature? This fat ass gargoyle. What would you do if you was in a situation? And he was flying over you, trying to kidnap your ass. Fuck it, trying to eat you. Yeah, I know what I'ma say. I'ma hit his ass with 50. Let's see if you bulletproof. Kinetic energy, and them are things people really need to start thinking about, especially while we in the times that we in. You feel me? There's gonna be certain things that's gonna happen. You need to have your mind mentally prepared for. And seeing creatures out of folklore is one of them, because a lot of these folklore creatures are real. They put it in movies, they put it in TV shows, but in all actuality, it's right in front of your face. In these last days, be prepared to see some strange ass shit. Let me know what y'all would have did in the comments if y'all seen this creature. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned.
Fucking that container thingy.
He's not catching ball with you?
Yeah.
You need somebody to play ball?
Real-life men in black show up to question man in hotel.
Sovar reported that the witnesses described the men as tall with black suits, black hats, identical faces, extremely pale skin, no eyebrows, no eyelashes, and abnormally large eyes.
Time traveler caught on video. Alien mothership caught on Nest Cam. Shapeshifter caught on news.
Who has lived an extremely difficult life. I learned to live each day to its fullest. Doing any kind of missionary work, I find.
Lady glitches on TV show.
And I deal with your emotions over here. But when it comes time for business, I implement what you told me on the emotion side into handling it in a professional manner. Because sometimes it's hard for you to
Real life.
They say every single holiday that we celebrate is celebrating one of the 7 deadly sins. Every single holiday.
Okay.
Think about it. The easiest one, Valentine's Day, celebrates the sin of lust.
Lust, okay.
Thanksgiving, that celebrates the sin of gluttony.
Gluttony, yeah, because you're eating.
Because you're eating a lot. You're overeating. You're taking too much of the more than you need.
Yeah.
Now, Christmas, what do you think that is?
Christmas. Greed?
Greed.
Yeah.
Overconsumption and excess.
Okay.
Right? Wanting more of something.
That makes
We're
sense.
celebrating gifts. We're celebrating gifts. We're not really even celebrating the birth of Christ because people are so focused on the gifts and shit. St. Patrick's Day. It's sloth because
Why?
people get blacked out drunk.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. Now, Easter. This one's interesting.
I don't know.
The holiday of Easter, what sin would it be?
Easter. I don't know.
Check this out. This one gets deep.
Okay.
So they say it's
mind-blowing satanic rituals and sacrifices out there.
What?
Oh yeah. That's the facility I was hunting. It's Aerojet. It's actually an abandoned space rocket facility where they were developing and testing space rockets.
And what were you hunting there?
Pythons. I was given special access by the state of Florida to remove pythons from out there. And nobody can just go back out there, but people do go out there, as you can see from the graffiti and different stuff like that. Usually to do stuff that they're not supposed to do. There's a lot of crimes committed out there. There've been murders out there, gang initiations, all kind of stuff. The first thing I came across was a big rock pile with a upside down wooden cross on top and a bunch of red spray painted upside down crosses all over. And then I found this little doll, and then the night just kind of gets weirder from there. The red lettering in the other clip, it was a big Latin saying, like 100-foot long pretty much, on the road. I drove over it. We later translated it to, turn around, run, hide, he is watching you. Go further into the complex and there's these big abandoned buildings. I go into the building, still just python hunting, and then I come to this big room where there's the big pentagram. In the middle of the pentagram, there is a 3-legged plastic chair with a blood stain in the bottom of it where you could tell something was killed, sacrificed, whatever. In one of the rooms, there's a sleeping bag with something inside of it. I don't think it was a body, anything like that. Police went out there, investigated it. I didn't investigate further past that. Something was inside the sleeping bag, and on the walls there was, looked like red spray paint, and it said, she was only 9, we gave her to the devil, like basically talking about sacrificing a child. And then you have this little girl's gown that's nailed to the wall with like a dark red stain on it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hey, thanks for dropping me off, Chris. Good night. Man, they better still be up. Man, I know they not asleep. Somebody better come open this door. Oh, man, I appreciate that. Ooh, the baby smells so sweet. Ooh, that ain't sweet.
Oh, my God.
Bro, stop, bro. You don't want these paws, bro. Bro, you don't want these paws, bro. It's Oh, Oh, hey, excuse me. I'm your neighbor in the woods. I just wanted to let y'all know. Y'all left y'all lights on in the car. Y'all lights still on in the car. Y'all might want to go turn that off before y'all battery go dead. See? So I was just looking over there. Just trying to look out. Okay, I'll give you a friendly kiss, okay? A friendly. Oh, what the hell? I don't even like you like that, man. Ooh. Oh, man, that feel real good right there. Ooh, man, I appreciate it. Oh, you must thought you was done. I paid for the hour. Here, let me get a little bit closer. There you go. Make it easy for you. Okay. Yeah, you just finished where you left off at. Ooh. Oh, man. Ooh, that tickled my booty right there. Hey, why you ain't tell me you was? Let me move your arm. Why you ain't tell me you was over here doing something? What you doing? What you doing? I can't see. What you doing? Huh? I know my rights. I ain't saying nothing. That ain't mine. I ain't put that in my pocket. Oh, that ain't mine either, man. Somebody trying to plant evidence on me, man. Somebody trying to incriminate me, man. Look here, man. Look, I ain't even dressed myself this morning, man. So I know I ain't do it. I ain't saying nothing else. That ain't mine. I ain't put that in there. You know what? I have the right to remain silent, man. I ain't saying nothing else, man.